Hello, my name is Dan Stahauer with Vapor Clean Technologies. I'd like to thank you for joining us for this short little video presentation of how you can use dry vapor in the various cleaning applications within your facility. I think you're going to find this to be one of the most diversified little cleaning tools that you can put in your portfolio. It's highly effective at not just cleaning the grime and the dirt and the residues and the surfaces and the cracks and the crevices, but it's also very effective at eliminating the germs, the bacteria, and those are things that we need to be concerned about in a lot of our public facilities. How we can do one of the bar stools here. Notice we have the fabric, we have the black, once again, powder coated finish. What we're going to do with this chair is we're just going to lightly steam over and then we're going to wipe it up. Remember, we're dealing with a nice hot temperature. Be able to melt down the fingernail, right now we're on high steam. I'm going to turn it right down to a low steam. And we're just going to simply apply this with the horse brush, reaching into the cracks, the crevices. We're able to move across our surfaces. Dry those surfaces as we go. We can work ourselves right on down to the base of the diffuser. Work ourselves around the base area, from the bottom. We're able to do a nice detailed clean in a matter of moments. We're blowing out the dust out of the cracks and crevices of this chair. We're not using any solutions, we're not using any cleaners, but we are going to have a streak-free and a really beautiful shiny finish when we're done. The beauty, once again, we have a dirt-free, grime-free, but more importantly with the heat, we're also sanitizing as we're going. We can wipe up the little moisture that we left on the floor. The beautiful thing, once again, we've power washed this chair, but we don't have a puddle of water on the floor. We have a little bit of light water that we were able to just quickly wipe up with our towel, hit the undersides of our rails here. Now let's take a look at the fabric of the chair. Seeing we're already here, why go grab another tool? We already have a tool that's going to enable us to do a nice job at applying a nice layer of steam over this fabric. When we apply the fabrics, we always want to be careful. We want to think about the heat that we have. We're not going to want to take and hold this steam really maybe close to the surface, because we may be at about 260 degrees right now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to simply kind of fog the chair with a nice light mist of steam. And what this is going to do for us is it's going to allow us to dampen the surface, loosen up and open up the fibers of the fabric. After we do this for a couple applications, you will find that you'll begin to see your towel begin to darken, depending on the use and the application or how much stuff has been spilled on the chairs. This won't maybe eliminate using a vacuum extraction system for really deep residue, but for general maintenance cleaning, this is a great application to touch up the fabrics. So once again, with the chair, we've not only cleaned it. Where do we grab the chair all the time? Constantly, this chair is being grabbed along the top rails, the sides. We've used a nice high temperature steam here to help remove not only the dirt and finger residue, but to take away the bacteria and the grime. Now let's take a look at our table here. Our table here, once again, we can just simply take our towel, wrap it around our nice soft horsehair brush here real quickly so we don't have to change tools. We can quickly begin to steam the surface. Notice we have a change in the molding along the edge here where a lot of times we get a lot of dirt and residue. We now can begin to apply the steam nice and evenly along the radius of the surface. For wrapping, we've got our steam enclosed, so we have a nice high temperature as we cross over the surface here of the actual tongue, the table itself. When I take my towel off right here where it's wet, I can hardly hang on to it because of the temperature and the heat. It is extremely hot. We can now take that, wipe off our surface. The surface is hardly even wet. It's just a little bit damp. So we're going to take that, wipe it. It's going to be dry within seconds. Now we can begin to work the underside of this pedestal. grind. Unfortunately, I don't have a piece of bubble gum underneath this table, but if there was a piece of bubble gum, someone decided to get rid of their bubble gum and didn't want to dispose it in the trash can and decided to just stick it up underneath the table here, I'd be able to take my hairbrush off, be able to take the tip of my instrument, and I'd be able to wipe it, I'd be able to begin to apply the steam to it. Pick it up on top, loosen it up, take the back off, and I'd be able to just lay my towel here, and that bubble gum is just going to begin to evaporate with hardly any agitation or anything. It's going to begin to melt it right off of the bottom of that surface. We'd be able to simply take our towel and wipe it, and we would have no residue